Hello, we are live. My name is Ami. I am the Hood Doctor. This is my very first show, so I hope that you all enjoy it. I'd just like to come in and share some information with you. Mostly some random stuff about your health, how you can stay healthy, how you can build your immune system. I believe there's a place that you can leave your comments, your questions, and as we go through the show, then I will just kind of answer them as we go along. So for those of you who don't know, I study Chinese medicine kind of as a hobby. I am also a medical massage therapist, and I am a certified yoga therapist. Basically what that means is that I just have a little bit more education than most massage practitioners, most yoga teachers. So I have a different perspective of looking at the body. Not to say that I know more than you or less than you, but I have kind of jumped down this rabbit hole of Chinese medicine and health and wellness and well-being. So I just like to take you with me. So I'm just going to pull up the chat box here on my screen just so that I can see any comments as they come up. And okay. I think we're going to go live over here on Instagram too while I'm or maybe not. So let's get started. Our first topic is going to be about the different terminology and stuff that I'll be using. We'll be talking about chi, we'll be talking about blood, we'll be talking about energy, we'll be talking about the meridians and the energy lines in the system, and we'll also be doing a couple little exercises that can help you nourish these parts of the body. So the first thing that I'm just going to ask you to do is just find a comfortable spot. Maybe close your eyes for a minute. Just take a second to stop and check in with yourself. We're going to take a deep breath in, filling the body up, feeling the chest rise, and exhale, slow and controlled. Another big breath in, fill the belly up all the way, feel your chest rise, notice the collarbones lift, and exhale, slow and controlled. Deep breath in, fill that belly up all the way, feel your chest rise, collarbones lift, exhale, slow and controlled. Bring that belly button back towards the backbone, getting all of the air out. Another deep breath in, and a slow breath out. Whew. I don't know about you, but that definitely did something for me. All right, so now we are live on Instagram too. And we are live here on Coffee. And again, feel free to jump in, ask any questions. So that was our 3-part breathing. And one of the things that is so important about breath is that it is the preparer of the body. Breath prepares the body for the next movement, for the next activity, getting out of bed, waking up, eating. So you want to make sure that you check in with your body and your breath whenever you can. Breath and breathing are activities that are voluntary and involuntary. It is the only function in the body that you can control, and it controls itself. So whenever you are just kind of feeling a little anxious, like I am, as this is my first radio show, and you need to just kind of stop and check in with yourself, you can use your breath to focus on. Now, I'm sure everybody can see my knees. We're going to do a little PowerPoint building exercise, because the energy that we use to heal people, to heal ourselves, is all around us. You have access to it. You just need to be able to draw it into your body. So doing the exercises that we do bring that energy into our body. We have acupressure points all over the body. We have meridian lines, which are like the highways that the energy flows on. And then the acupressure points are kind of where that energy sits. So we have powerful blood building points in our knees. And if you're doing the exercises with me, go ahead and really check in with yourself. Notice the heat that's developing. When you're ready, bring that heat right up to your hips, fingers in front, thumbs in the back. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. One more big breath in, fill that belly up all the way, and exhale, slow and controlled. Now we're going to place one hand below our belly button and one hand above our belly button. This is our lower dantian, or our lower center, and this is our middle center. Deep breath in, slow breath out. Deep breath in, fill that belly up all the way. And exhale, slow and controlled. Bring that lower hand right up to the upper center, the upper dantian. Deep breath in and a slow breath out. Now this is like an energetic warm-up, but it's also kind of a personal moving meditation, so that you can really feel the energy come up your body. So now we take the lower hand again, bring the index finger right up to the upper lip, under the nose. We take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. And in a moment, I'm going to explain to you why these points are so important. But right now, I just need an opportunity for you to feel them. Place the hands above your face, however close or far away feels good. Remember, this is an energetic warm-up. So whatever your energy feels like right now in this moment, take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. Now slowly raise those hands up. Allow the energy to come out. Right now, let's kind of place our hands behind our back if we can, however that works. Bring the chin towards the chest. Now we're sealing in all that energy that we just built up. Let's shake it out. All right, I see that we have a question. Let me just check this here for a second. All right. Yeah, I think this is pretty awesome. Now, I don't know about you, but I definitely feel that the energy has changed a little bit. A lot calmer right now. Feel a little more focused, and it's time to get down to business. So we hear all the time about people talking about energy and that we're made of stardust, and you know, you're not alone. You are connected to not just the people that you're close to, but to everybody in the world. Your heart vibrates a certain vibration that connects you to people. That's why it is important to not only protect your heart, but also to share your heart. That's why we greet our friends with a hug and a kiss, so that our hearts can get closer together, right? We can feel that vibration subconsciously from that other person. In some cultures, you even put your foreheads together and smell the breath. Hawaiian cultures, you touch the foreheads of your together with your elder, and you notice their breath. In Chinese medicine, we use it as a diagnostic tool. It's different smells will kind of be different warning signs. So all this energy comes into your body. How does it get there? Well, it comes in through two places that I know of. One is right on the top of your head. There's a acupressure point called Ba Wei. It's called 1,000 meeting point. And it's right at the top of your head. If you're sitting up nice and tall, and you notice we all have round heads, but there's one point, one spot that's really high at the apex. That is our Ba Wei. That's the point that the heavenly energy enters our body. Okay, so all this energy that you have access to comes in through the top of your head. The earth energy comes in the bottom of your foot. This is kidney 1. This is your kidney 1 acupressure point. So I always like to start with the kidneys for many, many reasons, which we'll go into later. But this is a great place for self-massage. So as I said before, the energy comes in from the top of the head. It also comes in, the earth energy comes in from the bottom of the foot. So you have this force of energy, right, that's coming into your body. It meets in your heart, and African medicine teaches us that this energy unks, right? So you have it coming in the top, coming in from the bottom, going up, going down, and then it explodes and unks. Now we're able to send that energy out or keep it for ourselves. And the way that we do this is we have 2 very powerful acupressure points in the palm of our hand. If you touch the palm of your hand, you will notice that some areas are more sensitive than others. You might really notice these 2 areas being kind of sensitive, more so than, say, the back of your hand, because of the exercise that we just did, bringing the energy up, bringing it up our centers, and then giving it back to ourselves. That's what this part was all about, right? So each of these organ meridians and energy lines, right, they work directly with the systems. So to keep it simple today, we're going to talk about the kidney and the bladder meridian. This is part of the water element. Okay, so the elements are water, earth, wood, metal, and air, pretty much. Okay, and each one of these is connected to the organ systems. Kidney and bladder is the water element, and it helps to facilitate our fluid balance. okay, to find homeostasis. That's what the kidneys do. They find homeostasis. Blood is made in your bones, deep, deep, deep in your bones, in your bone marrow. And your blood collects debris, right? It collects debris from, we call it weather, right? It can be disease, it can be from a weapon, it can be insect bite, it could be an emotional trauma, that all of this kind of leaves dirt and toxins in your blood, right? So when we do these exercises, we're charging up that organ and it's able to flush out those toxins, flush it out of our blood to get it back into the system at where it needs to be so that it can be picked up and cleaned. So you have this energy coming in from the top of your head and you have this energy coming in from the bottom of your foot. The energy meets in your heart, unks out of your hands, and you can share it with people or you can share it with yourself. So the whole goal of this show today is to just give you a few tools, a few exercises for your self-care, for you to take care of yourself. Most importantly, for you to take care of your kidneys. Your kidneys are your life pack, your energy pack that propels you through life, that helps you to get up every day. Basically, get up and move around every day. Get up and function every day, right? The kidney meridian has 27 acupressure points on it. Starting at the bottom of the foot, the second one is kind of in the arch. It comes around the ankle. It goes up the inside of the leg, all the way up inside of the chest, inside of the, or at the edge of the sternum, and it stops here at kidney 27. Okay, so you have a meridian on one side and you have a meridian on the other side. They're the same thing. So say you have lost a limb, right? And you have energy still going through you. Sometimes feel phantom pain. You sometimes have, you've lost that part of your body. So you've lost the feeling, you've lost the physical part, but the energy and the energy centers are kind of still there. So sometimes people feel phantom pain and stuff. That energy is always there, always moving. And even if you've cut off the situation or you have too much debris in your blood, there's still a way to clear it out. There's still a way to feel it. The loss of harmony of energy and blood is the main cause of disease. Hold on one second. Oh, okay. So, sorry about that. So, when the energy and the blood are not in harmony, they're not going smoothly, then that's what causes your disease or your disharmony or your health project. So again, bringing it back to the breath. Whenever you're not feeling so well or feeling out of sorts for whatever reason, you want to bring it back to your breath. Clear out the energy channels from the top to the bottom, right? And allow it to explode out. There's 12 main meridians. There are 6 major organ groups. The water element being the kidney and the bladder help to find homeostasis with the fluids in our body. The leading cause of death in Black men is kidney failure. That is because you can't find balance. That comes from damaging the chi, the energy, and also damaging the blood. Foods that we eat can be very damaging. Again, injury can be damaging. Emotions are kept in our organ systems, okay? Since we're dealing with kidneys today, fear is kept in the kidney. We also know that our DNA carries memory. So you may or may not be afraid right now in your life for any reason, but you may have had some fearful situations happen to you as a child. That fear is stored in your kidneys. You may have had a traumatic birth, whether you know it or not. The fear is stored in your kidneys. You may be survivors of family trauma, emotional trauma, PTSD, right? Stuff that happens outside of you or outside of your immediate family, but still affects you. All that fear is held in your kidneys. All these emotions create internal weather. And then you add things to it like a poor diet, maybe alcohol, and those compound. Alcohol affects your liver. Your liver is where you store, your liver is where you store your anger. So that's why the term angry drunk kind of goes together. All right. So these anger emotions, these fear emotions, right? Grief is the emotion of the stomach and spleen, the earth element, okay? I'm sorry, worry is the emotion of the stomach and spleen. Grief is the emotion of the lung. So as this energy comes in the top of your head and in the bottom of your feet, there's actually a meridian that runs up the front and down the back, right? So that energy is circulating. And then we have what's called the belt meridian, right? So as that incoming energy comes in and circulates around the body, it also comes out this belt meridian and it goes into the 12 meridians that we've basically been talking about. The kidney being the most important because it holds our life force. Men lose their life force through ejaculation and having too much sex. Women lose their life force through childbirth and bleeding and menstruation. There's ways that you can preserve your life force. And if you don't do nothing at all, like I said, your kidneys are your battery pack. So you have only a certain amount of energy to get you through. Once you die, we are told that you go towards the light. That light is at the top of heaven, and you want to try to, you need enough energy in your kidneys to push you there. Sometimes that doesn't happen. People are on the lower levels or get stuck on the lower levels of heaven. That is ghost activity. You can start messing with people at that point. So let's get back to this kidney meridian being our life force. So starting our self-massage here just kind of gets everything pumping and going, gets the blood moving. And most of the time, when your kidneys have failed, it has you end up with things like diabetes, right? And diabetes, you end up with nephrology. Um, I don't know why my mind just went blank, but you know, your limbs go numb. All the blood kind of pools and settles down in your extremities. It cuts off your circulation. So by starting our self massage here, you not only activate that kidney energy, but it's like starting the whole system. Okay, you can massage your foot even in that one spot and just notice how much blood flow comes back. So when you have disharmony of your energy and your blood, and that disharmony affects the kidney, you can feel kind of weak in your knees, right? So knees are corresponding joint to your kidneys. Your low back, you can have some low back pain or sore stiffness. You can also have tinnitus, ringing in the ears, deafness, or poor memory. And these can all be signs that you have something going on in your kidneys. The kidney is a yin meridian, which means that it is very deep. The kidneys are located in your back. So one of the exercises that you can do every day to build up your life force is to just kind of warm up your kidneys. You can massage them, you can tap them gently. You want to be gentle with them because if you damage your kidneys from the outside like this, it's going to be very painful. You want to listen to your body, but you also want to challenge it a little bit. So you want to warm up these kidneys. Then you want to bring that energy down the back of the legs, down to our kidney meridian, right, at the bottom of our foot. Now, because we're talking about the kidney meridian, we also have to talk about the bladder meridian. And if you go to our kidney bean group on the Coffee Talk website, I'm not sure if that link is running down below for you all, but after our break in a few minutes, we will make sure that the Coffee Talk link is up for you so that you can join our kidney bean group and you can see some of these diagrams of the body of where things are. I'll post some pictures for everybody. But as I said, our kidney meridian is paired with our bladder meridian. And our bladder meridian is actually in the back of our body. It starts here at the inside corner of the eyes, and it goes up over the vortex of the head. It comes down into God's mouth. This is bladder 10. And then when it gets to about here, it splits into two parts. And it has an inside meridian that runs down. It has an outside meridian. It comes all the way down the back in these two meridian lines and then comes down the back of the legs. All the way down the back of the leg in one meridian, and then it ends here at the pinky toe. It has a lot of acupressure points on it. The bladder holds the points that go directly to specific organs, and we'll talk about that the next time that we talk about the bladder meridian when we go into depth about that. But as you can tell, the kidney and the bladder meridian are very deep in the body, very important to building the energy up for healing yourself. And yes, I see somebody's asked Are these good exercises good to do when you first wake up? Absolutely. You see that they're easy and they're gentle to do. And even if you can't get out of bed, you can totally do these exercises in your bed. Right? So it matters not your ability, okay? Everybody can do these exercises. You just have to be willing to try. And just do it. I know we're kind of all over the place at the moment with all this information and meridians and energy coming in and weather and all of that. But hopefully it's not too much, and hopefully it is bringing up some questions that you might have, even for your own self. If you don't want to ask them, maybe you just take a moment, like I said, to check in with yourself. And as you do more and more exercises with me, will help to develop that internal dialogue from your body and your brain. If that makes sense. So, since we've been talking now for about 30 minutes or so, let's go ahead and do the exercise that we did in the beginning and kind of check in. So, getting into a nice, comfortable position, close your eyes and check in with your body. Check in with your breath. Take the note out that you took before and compare. Don't try to change anything. Just take note. Take note of how you're feeling in this moment. Is it any different? Is it the same? Whatever it is that you're feeling is okay. Whatever it is that you may not be feeling, that's okay too. All right, you can open your eyes again. We're going to just take a quick commercial break and come back and finish our discussion. If you'd like to continue breathing during this break, please do. Nice, comfortable seated position, spine nice and tall and relaxed, and just breathe with ease and comfort. All right, we can go to break. All right. Not sure if everybody could hear that or not, but in this journey of mine, I found a few products that helped me because sometimes you need a little help. That was a commercial for our coffee, Delgada. It is a detox coffee. It helps you to just get all these toxins and stuff out of your system that we have been talking about. For those people who like coffee, that's a wonderful choice. We also have tea with CBD, and it's actually really quite amazing. So let's see. We've been talking about the kidney meridian and how it is attached to, what happened here? Okay, there we go. How it is attached and works with the bladder meridian. And we've been doing a few exercises to kind of help support the immune system and build up that energy. So the areas that we were calling our centers, we have our lower dantian, our lower center. We have our middle dantian, which is in our middle. And we have our upper dantian, our upper center, or warmer. These are also known as the three warmers. You have your reproductive and elimination organs in the lower dantian. You have your digestive organs in the middle dantian. And you have your respiratory organs up here in your upper dantian. Now, Western medicine and your doctor probably has you thinking of things separately, but all of this really goes together in such an amazing way that it really helps when I'm with a client and they're talking to me about what they have going on, because then we can get real specific. Until people start asking questions, this information is going to seem way out there because it's so connected, but it's connected over here and connected over there in ways that can be helpful for you. And making these connections, I hope, will become easier and easier as we go along. So your kidneys and your lungs are connected in a real intimate kind of way. Your kidneys and your lung are connected to build and boost your immune system. So the idea is that your air and nutrients and stuff like that come in through your mouth, come into your lungs, right? That air comes down, is pulled down by your kidneys, and it's heated up like a little fire, right? So the moisture in the air is able to come out and kind of permeate your body. So that's another reason why it's important to remember to take a deep breath so that you can help bring that air all the way down into the lower dantian where it needs to be so that it can mix, right? So that it can mix with the prenatal energy, the prenatal air that you got from your mother, from the umbilical cord. So all that energy and air is still there. It depletes over time, but is part of our healing source. So remembering to bring the breath all the way down into the bottom. Squeezing all of the air out helps for that energy to mix and helps for the healing process to begin. So as that air comes down and is heated by the kidneys, now turns to steam, permeates the rest of the system, creates what is called Wei Qi. Wei Qi is like our defense system, right? So you can think of it as being kind of really small starting down here, but as you build good energy and good qi and have a good strong immune system, it just kind of gets bigger and bigger and bigger and keeps all of the weather out, right? It just pushes it away like you have this plastic bubble around you, this barrier, right? As this barrier helps to protect you. That is your immune system. That's your defense, right? So that's how your your lungs and your kidneys work intimately together to help and develop that immune system, that strong immune system for you. So let's just kind of recap of what we've learned today. We've learned that the universal energy comes in and enters our body in two locations, on the top of our head and on the bottom of our foot. This energy meets in our heart and unks out and comes out of our hands, out of our palms, right? So we can share this energy with others as we lay hands on them, or we can send this energy into ourselves. Right? This energy from these two meridians, or these two energy lines that meet, they also send energy out into the belt meridian, which goes around the body and feeds all of the organ meridians. The kidney meridian, starting at the bottom of the foot, comes up the inside of the leg, up the inside of the stomach, moves even more inward so it can be on the outside of the sternum. And remember, meridians are bilateral, so you have one on each side. And then it stops here at kidney 27. These acupressure points here are for the functioning of your kidneys. Very, very important points. And all you have to do is just kind of press them and massage them. All right? Your bladder meridian starts at the inside corners of the eyes, goes up over your head, down the back of the neck, down the complete back of the body, all the way down the back of the legs, until you get to the pinky toe. Now, in Western medicine, we know that we have a long tendon that actually connects on our eyebrow and goes down to the baby toe, basically. And this tendon can get snagged on different parts of your body and could totally affect your whole back line. Okay, it could be pulling and cause migraines in the back of the head, headache, or just some discomfort in the upper body or the lower body. There are different points on these meridians, especially the bladder meridian. The bladder meridian has specific points that go deep into the body, into the organ system. Right now we're talking about our lower reproductive system, our kidney energy, our life force. That life force energy is above the pelvic bone and below the belly button, about 2 inches back. That's our true center. So the exercises that we've done today help to bring you into your body, to help develop that mind-body dialogue that only you have with yourself. It's not something anybody can really teach you. It's something that you have to develop. And it comes over time, and your energy gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Your ball of protection gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And it not only protects you, but it begins to extend into the room that you're in, to the people who are standing next to you, to your house, outside of your home. You build up enough energy and your vibration is really felt in the universe that way. So now that we're coming to a close, we have about 10 minutes left. I see that we have a few people on Instagram, and we have a few people here checking in with us, but not really any questions yet. There will be an opportunity for my website to be shown for contact information. The best way to contact me and follow me on social media is my Instagram and my Coffee Talk profile. Let's take out the note that we had in the beginning of the class and the note that we had in the middle of the class. Close your eyes, check in with yourself, compare these notes. Again, don't try to change anything. Just notice where you are right now in this moment. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. If you're watching us on our YouTube channel, you can see the Kidney Bean page on our website where you can make a donation. You may recognize the Elder Frosty there. He was a local artist in Oakland who died of kidney failure. Since he's passed, it has been my main goal to help people not burn out their kidneys. The way that this Black man died was sad and horrific. So I would like to do my part to share his story, to share his legacy, which is not having this really happen to anybody again, right? Not the way that it happened to him. So he gave me some tidbits that I am so grateful to be here to share with you all. So again, when you are beginning to develop your self-care practice, don't be too hard on yourself. Do a little bit here and a little bit there, and everything will be fine. These few simple exercises that we did today, you can include into your routine in the morning or in the evening, and know that they help the main power point centers in your body. When you first open your eyes in the morning and wake up, you can wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes before your eyes even open to get the circulation and everything that's been stagnant for a few hours, get it moving and get it going. You can take a seat when you wake up. You can massage your feet. And again, if you're watching on our YouTube channel, you can see there's a link to buy me a cup of coffee where you can get some more of these tips, which is sharing a cup of coffee with me. All right, so back to our morning practice or our evening practice of self-massage. We can massage those feet and move the toes around, get the blood and the circulation moving. And then we will begin our PowerPoint buildup. Again, it doesn't take that long to do as you're waking up, getting out of the bed, massaging your knees. You can do this while your water is warming up for your coffee or your tea in the morning. Notice the heat, bring that heat up the meridian into these other blood building points, taking a deep breath, doing a 3-part breathing, breathing deep down into the belly, and exhale, slow and controlled. Focusing on your breath, moving the hand to the lower dantian and to the middle dantian. Deep breath in and a slow breath out. Now you know what's under your hands, so you can totally imagine sending your energy and your breath to those areas. When you're ready, bring that lower hand to the upper dantian. You see how my fingers just land on those kidney points? Massaging them for the function of the kidneys. You bring this lower hand, index finger comes just under our nose. Now we have a point in the middle here also, called the Sea of Calm, in the middle of our chest. So our palm goes on the Sea of Calm, helping us to stay in our body. And our finger goes on this point, under the nose, above the lip. This point helps to keep us in our mind. Deep breath in and slow breath out. Now we can bring the energy and send it into our body. All that energy we built up, send it back into our bodies. Noticing how comfortable our hands feel. However close or far away feels good. It may be different than the last time. Bring that energy up overhead. Allow the hands to float down. And place the hands behind your back. Hold them if you can. If not, that's okay too. We're going to bend down, just bringing our chin to our chest, sealing that energy in our body. All right, you can shake it out. Rub those hands together, make them nice and warm, and cover the eyes, sealing them in darkness, allowing the heat to penetrate, and slowly, slowly, slowly allowing that energy to melt down the face. All the way down the body, all the way to the feet. Don't forget your foot massage. You should get those in as often as you can, whenever you want. Nobody's going to be mad at you, and you will stimulate your whole body. The whole blood flow of your whole body gets stuck here on your feet. And if you can't get to both feet, just get to one. If you can't reach your feet, maybe place a tennis ball on the floor. Definitely remember to wiggle your toes. All right. Well, that was a lot of information. We learned about meridians today. We learned about energy flow. We learned where the energy comes in, where the energy comes out. And we've also learned how to put the energy back into our body. I have shared a couple of points with you today. The main point is kidney 1 on the bottom of the foot. On our Coffee Talk Kidney Bean group, we have pictures of where that spot is to help you visualize a little bit more. And on our Kidney Bean group on Coffee Talk, we will have a lot more pictures and diagrams because visualizing also helps the healing process. And that's very, very important. Your body is designed to heal itself, to find homeostasis, to find balance, and to heal itself. The exercises that we did today should be very simple, very easy. My contact information is available for you. Most of you know how to get to me through Facebook, through Instagram, and now on Coffee Talk. I hope that this show was informative for you. And again, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave it in the Kidney Bean group, email it to me at thekidneybean@gmail.com. Or message me on Facebook or Instagram, and I will do the best that I can to get back to you in a timely manner, and definitely every Saturday here on our Random Acts of Healing show. Next week, we will be talking a little bit more about the energy meridians and the flow. And we'll speak about the bladder meridian, the partner to the kidney. That way, if we need to jump back into this kidney dialogue, it will be very easy to do so. And you'll be able to see how the water element works together to help facilitate everything else going on in your body. Up on the screen now is the Kidney Bean group on Coffee Talk. Again, please put all your questions there. I'll answer them there in the group. Somebody might have the same question. Private message me for an anonymous kind of answer to your question. So again, your question might be somebody else's question, and we can all help each other learn here today. Thank you for joining me and sharing your practice with me today, and I will see you all again real soon.